You don't need to learn anatomy to quickly draw loose but believable people in your architecture or urban sketches. You might have been avoiding drawing people altogether because, well, it's intimidating, it's very easy to mess up, and it's just easier to leave them out. But at the same time, you know that people will help your sketches come alive, be more understandable, and have a story. So how to get from a simple 2D box that anyone can draw to a quick human figure even without mastering anatomy or figure drawing? All we need to do is to follow a few tips to draw people like an architect. And the first step is to get the basic proportions right. And by that I mean to get the proportions between one sec. I mean the proportions between head, body, and legs. Now let's take that into practice. These are the divisions that we are really interested for simplifying our drawing of people. So this is exactly what you can see in here, as well as here. So we take the height and divide it into these 3 sections for head, body, and legs. Now, if you've been one of those absolutely avoiding drawing people, let's start super simple with basic lines and shapes that anyone can draw, okay? And we will evolve and make it more interesting, more fun, more stylized, more details. We'll add all of that later. But for now, your goal is to get as many repetitions in. You want to do as many quick sketches. It doesn't have to be beautiful. We are not going for perfection. We are just getting for volume, for the amount of repetitions, right? There's no other way around it. So let's start by drawing just a very basic rectangle with the height of the human figure. That's the first step. Super simple. Okay? Next step, we can divide it into the head and the rest. So we draw a very little circle ellipse for the head in the upper part. You know, use the guidelines for it. You can leave a little bit of gap below and then draw the rectangle. Here we go. That's already, it can be considered a human figure. Now let's divide it even further. Let's do a little head again. And let's do the body separately as a rectangle and then a triangle for the legs. Okay, we're getting somewhere, right? We can also use just the full triangle for the body. Or we can use different shapes for the body. It can be more like this maybe. Here we go. That's already maybe too much detail, but hey, we can see the leg separation. Let's take it further. Let's go with the head. Let's add a little bit of, how do you call it? A hat on the head. Let's do maybe a little bit of details. And he might be waving at us because he's coming to us. He's our friend and he goes. So one leg forward and one leg behind. Wow. And he's waving at us and saying, hey, Bob, how are you? And already we're adding a little bit of that story, a little bit of that movement, a little bit of that action into our sketch. If he has just one arm, so let's give him another arm. We know that the arm should end roughly at the mid-thigh. And maybe he's a businessman, so he has a little suitcase he's carrying around. Look at that, right? How did we get from a simple box to something that has already some story behind it? And all that we follow is the proportion between head, body, and legs. But you can take inspiration from this page or from the page after. And this is everything is the same principle, right? So I like to start with the head. One tip with the head, keep it smaller than you expect. If it's too big, let me try to draw it a little bigger. If I draw the head big and I draw the rest as I kind of would, it already looks off. It's better when the head is small and maybe even smaller than you would expect. And in this small size, it's also fun to try to draw it in just one line. So I like to start with the head. Just do a gesture like this, right? That's it. I think I have a couple more there's some more inspiration for you. Yeah, these are also drawn in just one line. I start at the head or with the neck, and then I just don't lift my pen until I'm done with the legs. And it's a very quick, it takes like half a second. It's not very much controlled, but it already has the energy, the gesture, the stroke dynamics. It's already in there, and it's kind of fun. And it's also very architectural. A lot of professors would do in school when they didn't see a proper scale or graphic scale. They would just draw a quick human figure like this. So maybe they would go and a little bit more detailed. And that's it. And you can see that I still keep the basic proportion between head, body, and legs, right? So try it out. You can take inspiration from those. You don't have to do it from imagination just yet. What we are aiming at is getting the proportions right. Very simple lines, just a few lines. Actually, another tip I would say is the fewer lines, the better, especially in this scale. We don't want to overdraw it. But those lines should be rather quick, dynamic, and confident. And I know it takes time to get there. So it's just something to aspire to, right? I don't want you to do too much overdrawing if I was going all over that place and I wasn't unsure and I would do this hairy, shaky line. It just doesn't look that good, right? If I just do one line instead, I want to do single lines, and I can even do this, or very little head, and this. I don't need much more in this scale, especially if you're into urban sketching and watercolor. You also need space. You need the surface, the area for the watercolor. Maybe you keep them white, maybe you color them, right? But the level of detail is important. Another important thing here is the thickness of your medium. I'm using a fine liner 0.8, so it's not the thinnest, and it helps. If it's too thin, it loses a little bit of that elegance. So I'd rather go with a little thicker medium. I'll draw a few more. We have many more for your inspiration on the next pages with different styles, different level of detail. You can also draw a couple. And maybe that couple has a kid, which is obviously smaller. So I like to just draw a little star like this for the kid. So you can start adding details to the clothing, to some accessories, to headwear, or you don't have to. At the beginning, what's important is the gesture, is the line confidence, line quality, and getting the proportions right. This inspiration page is really for you to refer to. And yeah, as you can see, we're just keeping this still the same. That's the secret sauce, nothing else. Even if you go to this level, you'll also find it there. It's with everything. You can see how very much stylized into a single line it can get. We'll dive also into a little bit of sitting or moving, running, walking towards us away from us. We'll get into it, but the proportions are the key ingredient for us right now.